Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is Fatimah Zahra Putri, and today I will review a movie, and the title is The Greatest Showman. This movie is set in 19th century New York. The Greatest Showman tells the story of Phineas Taylor Burnham, an American showman, businessman, and founder of Burnham Circus. The character and the personalities in this movie there are Barnum. The lead role of the movie is played by Hugh Jackman, who brings all of his natural charisma to this performance. Barnum certainly has his flaw, often being too work obsessive, at the time suffering for being selfish, which hurt his family and his performers. And next is Philip Charlie. Philip Charlie first comes across as a quiet and arrogant person due to his background in life. However, as he begins to learn about the performers that work with Barnum, he quickly ends up falling in love with the energy of show business, and the kindness within him begins to shine. Ann Wheeler. Zendaya brought a beautiful performance to this movie, helping to make Ann Wheeler one of the most popular Greatest Showman characters in the process. She's one of the lead performers and it's in the circus. Her acrobat skills are certainly very impressive. And next is Charity Hallett Burnham. Charity Hallett Burnham is the love of Burnham life and someone who plays a significant role in the movie. She supports all of his dreams and opts to have a little with him, despite the fact that he struggles for a job and that she comes from a very wealthy family. Helen and Caroline Burnham. Helen and Caroline are the two children of Charity and Burnham. And while they're not highlighted quite as much as our character within the movie, they're certainly very likable. They don't get to showcase their individual personalities too much, but when they do, it's clear they both have a great mix of their mother and father. Janet. Janet is stuck in quite a hard place within this story, and unfortunately her behavior leads to her being the least likable of all characters. The impressive singer totally changed the fortune of Barnum and his show. However, she takes them all into a world where they don't belong. James Gordon Burnett. James Gordon Bennett is the journalist in the movie who comes to review everything that Barnum does, and he is truly his biggest critic. Barnum is desperate to impress James to get a good review in the New York Herald. But it isn't until Jenny joins the show that he truly connects with him. Next is Lady Les. Lady Les was the real scene stealer of The Greatest Showman, with her character exemplifying all of the heart and emotion which carried the story. Better known as the Bird Lady, Lady is someone who has a great story, are starting out with a little confidence and loss of self-doubt due to her appearance. The character that I really like is Ann Wheeler, because Ann is introverted, audacious, and self-conscious. She is a confident and experienced trapeze artist. The least likable all of characters are Janet. Jenny clearly falls in love with Barnum, and to a degree. Jenny acts out and kisses him on a stage, causing chaos in his life, which is instantly makes her unlikable to the audience. Okay. The films open with Phineas Taylor, P.T. Burnham, joining his circus troupe in a song, The Greatest Show, playing to an enthusiastic crowd as he and his performance put on a dazzling show. We cut to Barnum as a young boy, working with his tailor father Pillow. They arrive at the home of Mr. Hallett and his daughter Barnum makes Charity laugh and spit out her tea, prompting her father to smack him across the face and forbid him from going near him. Regardless, Barnum and Charity spend time together and develop a close friendship in a song, A Million Dreams. Even as the Charity is forced to go to a finishing school, they write letters to each other and eventually reunite as adults, where Barnum proposed to Charity. Barnum worked of a trading company until he His boss tells everyone that they are shutting the company down due to the bankruptcy after their trading vessel have sunk to the bottom of the ocean. Barnum goes home to Charity and their daughter Caroline and Helen. He brings home a spinning lamp or wishing machine for Caroline's birthday. Charity and the girls all make wish. Barnum hatches an idea. Barnum goes to the bank for a $10 million loan and uses the deed of the sunken trading vessel as a collateral. With the money, he opened up a museum devoted to oddities because he thinks people are fascinated with things like that. The museum fails to attract business, and most people reject the idea. Barnum then goes around town searching for unique individuals. Among them are a dwarf named Charles Taron, a bearded woman named Little Lass, an obese man called Lord of Leeds, a hair-covered man referred to as Dog Boy, and an 8-foot tall man. Although initially viewed as freak, Barnum managed to get them all to put on a musical number of shows that win over crowds every night. One who remains unimpressed is critic James Gordon Bennett. Despite his lack of interest in Barnum's show, Bennett inspired him to rename his show P.T. Barnum Circus. The circus started to bring unhealthy profit, leading Barnum to move his family into a luxurious mansion, as well as being able to put Caroline in a battle school. However, she became discouraged when the other girls mocked her for being part of circus family. Barnum later meets a playwright named Philip. He approached Philip with the opportunity to join his circus, and Philip agrees the condition that he gets 10% of the profit. The troupe is invited to England to meet Queen Victoria. She knows that Charles is exceptionally short, and he makes crack that she is not so tall enough. After an awkward silence, Victoria lets out a third laugh. Later, Barnum and Philip met not opera singer Jenny Lind, and they invite her to perform for the show so that she may become known worldwide. Jenny joined the show back in the States. She performed before a large crowd that included Philip's parents as their charity. The crowd loved her, and Barnum even spotted Bernard in the audience, appearing to enjoy her. He finds himself falling for the show, traps artist and Wheeler. After Jenny's performance, Barnum and the others gather at the party, but when the rest of the troupe wants to join the party, Barnum turns them away. Although sad at first, the troupe decide not to let this get them down, as they decide to embrace who they are, regardless of how they are viewed. Philip tried to introduce Anne to his parents, but they disapprove of her because her face. She left upset, and Philip tells his parents of how they spoke to Anne. He goes to find her, and they express their mutual feelings for one another. Barnum goes on tour with Jenny, leaving Philip as the ringmaster of the show. And protesters continuously gather outside to harass the troupe for their physical differences. The distance proved to be hard for Charity and the crowd. While celebrating their success so far, Jenny appears to develop an attraction to Barnum, but he remains faithful to Charity. Jenny gets up and threatens to quit, but Barnum has her finish the tour. After one performance, the press snaps a photo of Jenny kissing Barnum before she ultimately quits. The film ends with Barnum and Charity watching Caroline perform in the ballet with Helen playing a tree, and Barnum acknowledges that everything he ever wanted is right in front of him. Okay, that is the plot. So, the part that I like the most is when Jenny Lind sings on a luxurious stage. They deliver the song Never Enough very well with the right music and makes the audience feel of her.
I'm trying to hold my breath, let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. You set off a dream in me, getting louder now. Can you hear it echoing?
The scene that I really don't like is when the rumor spread that Barnum had an affair with Jenny Lynn and his wife left him, and also when the circus burned down. The lesson that I learned: don't get bogged down in circumstances, have a vision for yourself and where you want to go. Be yourself. The best part of the movie is the oddities, the stars in the Barnum circus. Look for inspiration anywhere and be willing to shift what you are doing to grow and evolve. Don't listen to the naysayers. And remember why you are fighting or who it's all for. That is all the message. And last thing, I would like to recommend this movie to my friend and my family because this movie contains a lot of message. Okay, that is all for me, and see you. Bye bye.